Man, it's looking like NBA 2K26 about to be doomed. I told y'all before release, there's about to be a ton of exploits. With all the news that we was getting about 2K26 in regards to gameplay and shooting, I knew there were going to be a ton of exploits. But y'all not going to believe this. We're about to get into all the details. If any of you guys are new here, consider dropping a like and a sub. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's get to the video. What's good, y'all? I'm AllCity. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in. I tell you, man, I do not want Mike Wang and the dev team to screw this all up. Like I said in the beginning, I knew there were going to be a ton of exploits. It's that type of year. But I didn't think there were going to be game-breaking exploits. We all know that shooting is a lot easier on 2K26. I thought shooting was going to be more difficult with a pure green window. I figured Mike Wang was going to make that green window real small. Matter of fact, I do have a clip. You guys know I have the receipts. Mike Wang saying that perimeter defense is powerful.
Pure green windows, they scale based on attributes and coverage and all of the badges and everything. But those windows, once they're set by those things, if you can time your shot in those windows, you will hit the shot.
You can shoot 100%.
You can shoot 100%. Compared to past 2Ks, that one's hard to answer because we really have never done this before. The closest was probably 24. 24, we had a pure green window, a little bit larger one, but that one even had RNG on the edges. So what happened there is it was a really, really tight window that most people probably couldn't hit consistently. And then that would bleed out to 0% chance on the edges. So we still used a dice roll to keep the numbers so people wouldn't go over 10. They would at least hit some shots if they were kind of sloppy on their timing.
Right, like a more skilled base 2K24 shooting.
Yeah, absolutely. If you are crazy good at shot timing and you take good shots, you're gonna destroy people.
You're gonna separate yourselves from other players.
Absolutely. One of the reasons why we felt we could go this way is because defense is stronger. So contests, they're powerful. If you can get a hand up, and I watch you guys play a lot. I know you guys are really good at doing this. So you know when to jump, you know when to stay down, you know when to be in hands up. People who master that, they're going to be able to ding these shooters hard enough where it's going to be such a hard window to hit that consistently, at least, that you're going to keep the percentages down. So I'm not too worried because at least all the play tests we've been having, we're getting good numbers.
If you were to freeze frame it at the point of the release, it's actually...
You can kind of see why the game is saying this is not a heavily contested shot. Even though to your eyes, in real time, in the heat of battle, it might look contested. Just one of the things I'll say from the outset is one of the goals for our team this year was, and this sounds weird, but we wanted every play style to be OP.
Now, I like the idea of every play style being OP, but that should include defense as well. Mike Wang saying that contests are strong and perimeter defense is powerful enough to ding the shooters so that their green window shrinks to a point where it creates a skill gap. Only the highly skilled players should be able to hit that tiny green window because of the contest. But that's not what's currently happening on NBA 2K26, especially against them 7-4s. The fact is, defense is barely getting any level of a contest on jump shots. And it has nothing to do with skill. You could be right in a shooter's face, barely any contest. You got shooters out here hitting 30, 40% contested with no problem. Not to mention, if you're a rhythm shooter, forget about it. Oh my God, them boys are hitting everything. And rhythm shooters, they're not even supposed to have an advantage on 2K26.
We need to have an uncomfortable conversation about rhythm shooting. And to the people out there defending it, I put the meter on just so you guys can see how bad it actually is. When you are shooting rhythm shots, you do not have to time the jump shot and it still goes in. You can shoot bounce backs, you can shoot earlies, and it's dropping. They say that there's no advantage to using rhythm, but you can quite literally see it here, how bad it actually is. I am intentionally trying to miss these shots, and they are all still going in because of how the rhythm shooting is set up. It has to be patched, dude. I've absolutely loved NBA 2K26, but if they do not fix this, this will ruin the game.
Now, it sucks that we have to even consider a patch on shooting because we know we can't trust 2K to get things right. NBA 2K26 is like a reverse of NBA 2K25, where shooting was way more complicated on 25 and defense seemed way more overpowered than the offense. Like the offense was handicapped, which made defense look better than it actually was. We see in NBA 2K26 when they give offense what they're normally used to having from like some of the previous versions of 2K back in 2K's heyday. 2K undermines defense and offense looks great. Where's the balance at? Now I know it's still early and there's a lot of players that need to get their badges up to par. People are still adding attributes to their build and chasing cap breakers. The issue is that shooters are getting their badges and attributes up as well, but they're still playing extremely dominant. There may run the possibility that as defenders progress and get their badges up and their attributes up, maybe those contests will ding the shooters to the point that they have an even smaller green window. Maybe those shooting percentages won't end up being as high. But looking at the game from this vantage point currently right now, oh man, we can't keep going down this road. This type of gameplay undermines the idea of a skill-based type of game. If little Timmy could pick up the sticks and just shoot in a defender's grill and green it, it waters down the whole gameplay experience. And defenders, they're gonna be sick out there. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna have everybody making offensive builds. You're gonna have like 200-point rec games. And shooting right now is not the only exploit that we're seeing on the game. And I would just like to quickly mention another issue that folks are having with the game is perimeter defense in regards to steals. I'm seeing way too many ball handlers making poor decisions, dribbling right into defenders, and they're not getting penalized in the least bit. I personally don't have a build with a high amount of defensive attributes on it, but I play with other players that have builds with super high defense and they're getting nothing. One thing I noticed about 2K26 is that the perimeter defensive attribute in regards to moving laterally and keeping up with the ball handler is there, it's up to par. But if you can't get steals and you can't get contests on jump shots, then what's the point of having good perimeter defense? What's the point of being able to keep up with the ball handler? Which helps me segue into the next and newest exploit on NBA 2K26, the Hydration Hero Takeover, where your stamina drain is non-existent. You could dribble the clock away and lose very little stamina. And this means your jump shots are not affected by stamina loss. Now tell me that joint ain't crazy. This man ran in circles for the whole shot clock and greened a leaning three-point shot. Although this exploit currently is not widespread in the 2K community, as more and more players start learning about it, forget about it. You already know. It's gonna lead to selfish gameplay. It's gonna lead to ball handlers dribbling the clock away, and nobody likes that type of stuff. And when 2K26 has cap breakers tied into the build specialization quest line where you have to take like 2,000 three-point shots in order to unlock great rewards like permanent max plus twos, come on, what type of players you think you're finna see out there? What I'm basically saying is we haven't seen the worst of 2K26 just yet. And I have a feeling as more and more players start complaining about the game, complaining about how easy shooting is and how poor defense is, 2K is gonna end up dropping a patch that brings us back to NBA 2K25. I'm telling y'all right now, I can't go back. If I had a choice to leave the game the way it is or go back, you know, as 2K starts with those patches and peeling back the layers of 2K26 right underneath, we're gonna see 2K25. Man, if I had a choice, I'd say leave the game the way it is. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts, so share them in the comment section below. If any of you guys are new here, consider dropping a like and a sub. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all. If you guys are tired of running with randoms and you're looking for players to run with on NBA 2K, come on out and join the AllCity 2K Discord. The link will be in the description below. Find players and get runs now. Drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.